We appreciate that. We want to get right to some of the damage that we've been covering all morning, but we feel like the best way to do that is to do it with the Springdale Police. We believe we've got Springdale Police Captain Jeff Taylor on the line, Laura.
Yeah, and Jeff, there's a lot of damage across the Springdale area. What have you been working with this morning?
Yeah, we've got a lot of damage throughout the area. We've noticed that there's some, obviously there's some trees down. There's a lot of debris across the roadway. We've got power lines down, several buildings that have been damaged. But luckily, we have not had any reported injuries at this point, which is a good thing. We've also got several of the intersections that are without power right now that we're having to have officers out direct traffic. So we're asking if you come across the intersection that does not have any power, and you typically do, that if you'd please just use caution when you come to that. We're trying to get our resources to those intersections as quickly as possible, and we're just assessing the damage as we go right now.
Captain, have you had an opportunity to go out to George Elementary yet and kind of see that damage? I know you guys have probably been pulled in 1,000 different directions this morning, but what have you had an opportunity to go see at this point?
Me personally, I have not been able to go out to see any of that. I'm here at the command post just trying to help allocate resources, but I know we've had officers out there. And I know it's got some pretty heavy damage there. The fire department was there as well this morning. We've got Washington County Emergency Management here with us. I know the Public Works is out helping us out. The power companies, the gas companies, everybody's out doing everything they can to help make sure that we mitigate anything.
Jeff, what do you know about the Nilfisk warehouse located on East Robinson Avenue? I saw quite a bit of damage out there too.
I know it was damaged, but to what extent, I'm not real sure.
But no injuries reported, as you said. You haven't heard of anyone hurt in any of these storm damaged areas?
No, we have not reported any injuries. We've had several that we've went and helped get out of their house because of a tree might have blocked them, or get out of a car, things like that. But we have had no reported injuries to us.
So I know you haven't had a chance to get out there yet and see it firsthand, but what are your guys in the field telling you? Kind of what's the path of this storm that went through, and is there one area that was really hit harder than the other areas?
Yeah, so the path, it started on the south end of town, kind of around Locomotion area, where we first noticed some damage, and then it kind of went northeast around the Country Club by Outback Steakhouse, and then it kept traveling northeast by Black Oak, and then the Turner and Powell area. One of the heaviest hit areas was Turner, Colorado, the Pagosa neighborhood, and then over off of Powell over by George Elementary, and then it continued towards the northeast by Springdale Airport and continued out of the city that way.
How many miles is that, just roughly, as you kind of go through that for the people at home? Kind of how long is that stretch we're talking?
I'm not exactly sure as the storm would fly, or go. I would say probably maybe 2 or 3 miles, maybe.
All right. I really appreciate that. Jeff Taylor there with the Springdale Police Department.